What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to tonight's live. Of course, it's Sunday, so you are live with the Savvy System Sister for the Savvy System Sister podcast here over on YouTube. Y'all, at some point, I got to go ahead and download the audio for these episodes and get it on to Apple, get it on to Spotify, get it on to everywhere where you listen to your podcast. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make that a goal for this week. This episode will be live also for you to listen to on the go. If we've never met before, my name is Carmen. I am the Savvy System Sister. Y'all, I help entrepreneurs to merge and fill the gaps between your life and your business, creating those systems that calm the chaos. And today, we're about to nerd out for real because y'all know I can talk, number one. And I can talk about a lot of things. But when it comes to technology and it comes to system setup, that's what we're diving into tonight. We are going to get all the way in tonight talking about email marketing. This is one of my favorite topics. So let's go ahead without further ado. Let's just dive in. So actually, as a matter of fact, the next couple of weeks, I think we're going to be talking about email marketing because there's so much to it, and I don't want to hold y'all like all night because when it comes to this kind of stuff, the technology, I can nerd out for real. All right, so if you're not familiar with my access framework, let's talk about email marketing and exactly where it belongs. Then you can see I got the Apple Pencil in my hand, which means we're going to go over to the iPad. We're going to map some things out, talk about some things over there, and I'm going to show you two of my very favorite email marketing platforms. So, when we are talking about the customer journey, our customers start at the awareness phase. Just like you might be seeing this YouTube video for the very first time. You're like, I don't even know her. But now you're watching my video. So, you become aware of who I am and what I have to offer. After the awareness phase, that's when our people move into consideration. So they've been watching you for a minute and they're clear about what you do and possibly how they can serve you or how you can serve them, excuse me. But now they're thinking about, okay, I see her, but do I really want to work with her? Or they see you, but do they really want to work with you? So that is the consideration phase. Now, after they've made that consideration, after they've thought about it for a little bit, then they get into the commitment phase. So they have seen you. They're considering whether they want to buy into or invest in what you have to offer. And then finally, they're ready for a yes, or they're ready to say yes. That is your commitment phase. Listen, so many of us, we get into this trap of thinking that, oh, you see me. So now we're going to go from oh, they see me, let me make a commitment, when that's not necessarily always the case. So, your people, if they're not purchasing from you yet, they might just be still like checking you out, seeing if you really got the goods and really seeing if what you do can support them in their pain and what they're going through, their frustration. After the commitment phase, of course, you want to create an experience for your clients. When that comes inside of delivering your product or service, and then you want them to number one sustain the transformation that you have provided for them. You also want them to be able to sustain that relationship that you've already started and that you're building with them. You want to keep that going. Like, well, I don't want you to be with me for 30 days and you be like, I don't that's I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like that's weird. That is weird. So, um those are the five phases of the access framework. Of course, there's another S, and that is the systems and support that make all of this happen. And so today, again, we're talking about email marketing, which is one of those systems, one of those supports that supports actually for us, it's the consideration phase. Actually, we're filling the gap between the awareness and consideration and the commitment phase. Ooh, it got smaller. So with your email marketing is a great tool for you to decide to use. So once your people have decided, okay, they've become aware of who you are, they like what you have to say, now you want them to consider you as in your product or service. So that's where your email list comes in. Your email list is the engine that allows your ideal client, your ideal customer to be nurtured by you and to continue that relationship. If you are counting on social media as your way to nurture your people, that's not a terrible thing, but they can decide tomorrow that they're going to shut down Instagram and now there goes your entire audience. Or they can decide tomorrow that like YouTube, we're going to close that. And so if they were decide tomorrow to close YouTube, your audience can no longer get in contact with you. So that's why email marketing is so important, because it's taking people from that awareness where they see you on social media to, or your uncle, cousin, auntie then told them about you, to the point where now they're saying, okay, I'm ready to trade my email list or my email to be on your email list. Um, and once they get to your email, those email marketing platforms can decide, yes, that they're going to shut down tomorrow, but you can always go in there and download the CSV file, and so that then you have access to those emails. So you want to, if you are not already, making sure that email marketing is a part of, I don't mean to point at y'all, sorry. That email marketing is a part of your strategy. So let's move over to the iPad where we're going to talk about email marketing, and we're going to talk about exactly where it fits in your funnel and some ways that you can use it. So, if you don't have your email marketing set up already, again, our people are finding us at the awareness phase. I need to make that a little thicker. Okay. We have the awareness phase. So this is where they're seeing you on social media, maybe they're seeing you on YouTube, or they are seeing you on Instagram, or you're on Facebook, or whatever. But they have become aware of who you are, your voice. Remember, it is safe to be seen. So I need y'all out there being seen. And they like what you have to say. And they think that, okay, what you have to say is important enough for them to then trade in their email list or their email to join your email list. So once they've joined your email list or they're ready to join your email list, you want to create some type of lead magnet. That's some type of freebie, some type of that's some type of freebie. It could be a PDF guide. It could be I like the idea of a private podcast. Quizzes are a really good look. Tell somebody about themselves. That could be a quiz. That could be I was talking to someone this morning in my accountability group, and she really enjoys creating her podcast. So I said, girl, if you enjoy creating your podcast and you know that your people love listening to your podcast, create a private podcast, something that is exclusive to them so that they get more of that content from you. You enjoy it. You got your whole family involved. A private podcast is the way to go for her. Um, there are so many other lead magnets that are out there, but they get your free whatever by exchanging their email, and they're happy to do it. They get your freebie by exchanging their email. And like I said, they are happy to do it. They're like, yes, give me more of you, your energy, your vibe. Remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. So give me more. So once they have traded in their email for your free whatever, you are hosting this free thing on a email marketing platform. And I'm going to show you my two favorites in a minute. And this is where you have that landing page set up that takes the emails. And from there, as soon as they as soon as they exchange that, they get a couple of things. They get an email from you. They get a confirmation and they get the thing that they have asked you for or that they have traded their email for. So once they have traded their email for that thing, that's when you can go back in and you can say, okay, excellent. Here's the thing that you downloaded or that you asked for. Um, Once they have downloaded the thing that they have asked for, you want to make sure that you continue to follow up with them by sending a 3 to 5 email welcome sequence. The welcome sequence is going to do a couple of things. The welcome sequence is going to do a couple of things. Number one, the welcome sequence is going to nurture them. So once people get onto your email list, you want to have that welcome sequence ready to go so that those emails are sending out on autopilot. What you don't want to happen is for somebody to sign up for your list, say on a Google form, and then you've got to manually email them every other day in order to stay in contact with them. I have seen that happen. If you have 100 people that have signed up for your freebie because it is that good, and you have to email 100 people every other day, or whatever your numbers are, or however often you, because you decided not to automate that, you gonna burn out quicker than somebody blowing on a candle. That candle, when somebody is blowing on it, blowing out them birthday candles, you gonna burn out. Burn out. Out. That is why it is so important that you find that email marketing engine, that platform, and you set up those email sequences. Your email sequence is going to do a couple of things for you. It is going to, number one, it is going to nurture. Number two, this welcome sequence is going to set people up for whatever it is that you want to offer. It's going to set them up for the offer, and then it's also going to help you to maintain the relationship long term, because you have the opportunity in this welcome sequence to share more information with your people as they come into your ecosystem, especially in the welcome sequence. If you have another free resource that you think would help them, you could attach it to one of those welcome emails. If you have a YouTube video that you feel like your people should watch because it gives them some information pertaining to what it is that you offer, put the put the uh put the YouTube video in there. If you have a blog post where you're like, "Oh, this is connected to what I am teaching," then I need to make sure that I give them this blog post because this will help to get them to know more about me. Put the blog post in one of those emails, girl. Put it in one of them emails. Then once you have your welcome sequence set and it's ready to go, then that's when you are ready to continue to nurture them by sending out weekly newsletters or by sending out emails every couple of days. It does whatever cadence that works for you and works for your life. You just want to consider the capacity that you have because you can't write these emails on your own. So you want to make sure that you have the capacity to write them. Okay? And so the last thing that I want to talk about today, they're at their awareness phase. You want to make sure you have a lead magnet and on a marketing platform. Once you have that marketing platform, you're ready to write your welcome sequence. Your welcome sequence, again, is going to nurture them and get them ready for what it is that you have to offer, that paid thing. Now, your lead magnet, it should solve a problem. It should solve some type of problem for your ideal customer or client. If you are a consultant and you are consulting on literacy and you are consulting on observations in literacy, my biz bestie is a math consultant and that's what she talks about, feedback and observations. So we just went with literacy for this example. But if you are um, a consultant for literacy, you could have a quiz. And the quiz is not geared toward teachers. The quiz is geared toward your instructional leaders and their processes for giving observations. I love a good quiz because a quiz will help people see where they are lacking. And when the quiz is done correctly, the quiz will actually help people to see where they are without making them feel guilty or without making them feel bad. And then you'll be able to identify the gaps that need to be filled. And they'll be able to identify those gaps. And then you can actually tailor your offer or towards filling those gaps for that particular people, that group of people, excuse me. All right. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I ate like right before I got on here. Now we've talked about why you need an email, where email marketing fits into your funnel. We've talked about how you're going to set up your lead magnet and your welcome sequence, and now we're going to get into two of my very favorite email marketing platforms. Now, if you watch my video from last week, I talked about how to choose the technology that you should use in your business. Today, that same thing is going to apply. One of the things I get asked a lot, there's so many platforms out there, Carmen, how do I know which one to choose? Well, number one, the platform that you choose should be able to um it should have it should be of ease of use for you. So if it's overcomplicated for you, you're gonna keep looking at it for the last 6 months like you've been doing. The second thing that it should do is it should match your vibe. Should match your vibe because again, your vibe attracts your tribe. It should also match the vibe of your ideal customer or client. If you want to make sure that the feeling that you are giving off in your business, you want to make sure that your email marketing platform aligns with the feelings that you're trying to make sure that your ideal customer or client has um as they are interacting with it. The third thing you want to or this might be the fourth, I don't know. The last thing that you want to make sure that you have intact as you are thinking about your email marketing is making sure that whatever you choose fits into your budget because it's no sense in having an email marketing platform that does not fit in with your budget. Remember, we talked about profit first, and we talked about making sure that our expenses in our business fit into that operational expenses. If it doesn't fit into operational expenses, you don't need it yet. You don't need it yet. So let it go. The two that I'm gonna show you, my two favorite, now are Flowdesk and Kits, which are the two most popular options, is what I'll say. So I personally use Flowdesk in my own business. Again, talking about the vibe that I want to create in my business, Flowdesk definitely makes sure that the vibes are right when I send out emails to my people. This is their site. I'm going to scroll just a little bit. Um, Flowdesk, for me, on the ease of use scale, for me, it's about a 10 out of 10 because it is super easy to use. But I'm also very tech savvy. um, you can see on this chart here what is included. Yes, you get email marketing. Yes, you get automations and workflows. Yes, people can opt in. I did a video or a short not too long ago about making sure that you have consent for people to come to your email list. You can't just go to LinkedIn and because you connected with somebody over there, steal their email. Like that's illegal in most places, and a lot of places will shut you down. This is everything that can happen or what's included in Flowdesk for a great price. So you want to make sure that you check this out as an option. Yes, you can automate everything so that things are running on autopilot. That is the point of creating the email list. You want the email list because you want to make sure that as you are doing life, that's why we talk about creating systems that serve us. So as you are taking your kid to, I don't know, theater practice, because I have a theater kid, or as you are on date night with your honey, or if you are, um, honey, you sleep, just sleep. You can wake up to new leads. You can wake up to new people on your email list. You can send out those emails while you are doing the thing that you desire to do, whatever that is, living your best life. That is why automation is so important. My other favorite platform, of course, is Kit. If you are not familiar with Kit, it used to be called ConvertKit. Both platforms do something very similar. I have used them both. I personally really like all of the features in Flowdesk a little bit more. That's why I use Flowdesk. But Kit is also a great option. It does have a little bit more of a learning curve than Flowdesk does, but also a really great option um, for anybody. And if you want to try Kit, of course you can try it any of their plans for with a 14-day free trial. But if you want to start a newsletter with less than 1,000 subscribers, you can do that for completely free. So again, highly recommend Kit if that is your thing, and check out their page. And of course, if you are interested in checking out either one of those, check out the links in my description box. You might get some money off of either of those platforms so you can get your email marketing running and going today. Speaking of a learning curve with some of these platforms, I want you to tomorrow. Tomorrow, I am going to be sharing all of the details of the 4 parts email marketing workshop series that I am running for the entire month of June. Each week for the month of June, I am going to be walking you through one piece of email marketing, and we are going to get your email marketing engine set up so when Q3 hits, you are ready to rock and you are ready to roll, and you have already started collecting emails on autopilot when Q3 hits, so that all you have to do is worry about is serving your email list and serving your customers and clients with ease. I'm going to give you templates that you can drop right into Flowdesk or Kit. I'm going to give you walkthroughs, step-by-step walkthroughs of how to set up everything in Kit when or Flowdesk. When you leave my workshop at the end of June, you're going to have your automations set up. We're going to talk about how to get people to your email list. Your welcome sequence is going to be done. I'm going to give you templates. If some of you will also be getting some custom GPT prompts that you can put in that will help you write your hooks, that'll help you write your call to actions, that'll help you write your subject lines. So you want to make sure that you get in where you fit in when it comes to this email marketing workshop. All right, y'all, that's all that I have for today. You want to make sure, I do have a video about email marketing and how, for some of us, it is killing our confidence. You want to make sure that you check out that video, and I will see you on YouTube because I'm gonna be on there every day this week. Maybe not live, but I'm gonna be there. And I will see you next week. If you have not joined my email list, girl, what are you waiting? Go ahead and find that link, the link that's in my description situation, and go ahead and hop on the email list. You don't want to miss anything. And of course, the people on my list get first dibs on everything. Everything. All right, y'all. Have a great evening. I love you, and I will see you next week.